adventures in Japan.
Hello, all you wonderful people, and greetings from Universal Studios Japan. And they just added 2 new things here, a Sailor Moon attraction and new additions to the Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey ride. So let's go. And the first thing you see now when you walk in is the staff of Sailor Moon. Of course, with a Universal logo branding on it. And all these wands are here for good reason, because right in front of the entrance is the Sailor Moon attraction. They normally use this theater for Sesame Street and Shrek 4D. But for Universal Studios Cool Japan, they add in some unique attractions like Sailor Moon. Last year was JoJo and Dragon Ball Z. This year it's the Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon The Miracle 4D. Right there. Guarding the box office are the 2 cats from the show. Don't ask me to name them because I don't. And there is a popcorn cart in front of the attraction with a unique popcorn tin. That's right, Sailor Moon's bag. These bad boys only cost $32. Let's go check it out. Just have to wait in this line. Well, that might have been one of the most unique uses of a 3D theater I've ever seen. So the way that they used that building into the story was really interesting. It's a movie theater, so when the movie starts, Sailor Moon comes out. It's like, oh, this is my movie. I'm really excited to see it. Oh, you guys are here too. That's great. And a usher comes out and is like, ma'am, can you go sit down because the movie's about to start? He's like, oh, it's my movie. And she's supposed to be a schoolgirl, so she's like, I mean, it looks like a great film. She sits down, and then the person who was an usher turns out to be a monster, and literally a celluloid film monster. I think that's the first film monster I've ever seen in a movie theme park before. Like big cans of celluloid around her back, and she takes the theater. You can see the theater from this angle, like you're looking at the movie screen. She opens up the back, and you can see this view from the theater, and you get sucked into space. And since Sailor Moon's in the audience with you, she goes with you, and the lady's looking for energy from people and sucks the energy out of people with celluloid. And then she finds that Sailor Moon's in the room, and she jumps up and fights her and gets turned into celluloid, much like Zod does in Superman 2, you know, when they go into the that dimension, the Phantom Zone. They get put into that square, that 2-dimensional square, and she's stuck in it. And then they have to fight them. They have all the characters that come out and fight, and it becomes very predictable from that point. They actually do use those wands that you saw sold right outside of the theater. They're supposed to use those to give her power or something like that. But it was fun, it was interesting, it was cute, and if you're a Sailor Moon fan, it's really awesome. However, if you want Sailor Moon merch, you actually have to wait in another line to get into the Sailor Moon section of the store. You can buy this jewelry set for roughly, that's a lot of money, $300. Wow. And there are legitimate rules. You can only purchase 5 pieces of product here. When I think of a Sailor Moon ride, I didn't think of tape being one of the things you sell. Stuff like this. This is what I was more expecting. Shirts and both. Small knives to throw at people? I don't know. I think this is jewelry. If you want to be Sailor Moon, I guess that's the closest way to do it. Without buying a costume or anything. Yes, what you were all expecting, Sailor Moon tea. This is probably one of the most well-known animes in the world, so I'm not surprised that everyone's going gaga for all these things. However, I don't think I'm the target market for all this stuff in there. And if you bought a special Sailor Moon Express Pass, you get a Luna P Ball Soda Pop candy case. Say that 5 times fast. I'm not sure what just happened. In the theater that they normally put the haunted houses in for Halloween Horror Nights, they've got a place that you can take a picture with Sailor Moon's boyfriend. I think it's Masked Tuxedo Man. But you have to have an express pass. Well, I'm going to attempt to see the Harry Potter stuff but I think it's going to be pretty busy today. Harry Potter is so busy today, I had to get a time ticket to go in. I sincerely think when Super Nintendo World opens, you're going to need to get one of these every single time you come to the park, unless you have an express pass. I told myself if the line is longer than about an hour, I can't do it because I have people I've got to meet. I know I've been waiting to get into this section of the park for a while, but since there are time tickets, it's not like it's flooded with a million bajillion people. However, it does suck if you really want to see this and you get to this section of the park a little later. Hey, there's a Dumbledore dressed up. And there it is, Hogwarts Castle. And there is the line, 160 minutes. That's a little too long for me. But even though I'm not going to go on the ride and see the new additions that they've made to the ride, right over there, you can see the crane that's building Super Nintendo World. That's like Super Nintendo World starts right after those bushes right over there. But as I always say, you can do it, I can do it, we can all do it. You guys stay groovy and have a wonderful day. However, if there's anything that you want to see in Japan or any topics you want me to cover, leave a comment down below. I'd be happy to talk about them. Peace and Medis. Bye. And holy crap, that's Jack Sparrow right there. Okay, right, Universal, Jack Sparrow.